Yo, in this week's Adventures of the Amazing Iceman Tom Jones returns to the U.S. Empire after a long, brutal battle against alien invaders. As soon as the Iceman stepped out of his spacecraft, he was greeted by cheering crowds and camera crews at the CPAC convention. He had been hailed a hero to many, but a tyrant to those who were supporters of the aliens. They were expecting him to deliver a speech in honor of the Imperial Guard that has all the sacrifices that they had made in these last couple battles. But as he got onto the microphone, he took a deep breath and he said, I don't give a shit what you think about me. Yo, I'm not gonna make any money because Tom Holman cussed so much in this video, but since he doesn't give a shit, I don't give a shit either. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Yo, let's get right to it.
Look, let me start out by saying this. If I offend anybody today, I don't give a shit. Don't care. The media in the back room, I'm sure I'll be reading a lot of hit pieces on me tomorrow. I don't give a shit what you think about me. I get asked all the time, does it bother you? There's a big part of this country that hates your guts. I don't care. I don't care. Because we got a job to do. You know, I wake up every day for the last 4 years pissed off because the Biden administration took the most secure border in my lifetime and unsecured it on purpose. Right?
Right.
I worked for 6 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan. Every president I ever worked for took steps to secure the border. Even Clinton and Obama took steps to secure the border because they clearly understood you can't have national security without border security. They got it. Joe Biden's the first president in history of the nation who came into office and unsecured the border on purpose. So for 4 years, I wake up every day pissed off. That changed November 5th. Now I wake up every day excited because I work for the greatest president of my lifetime, Donald J. Trump. For 4 years, we had over 10.5 million illegal aliens at our border. They released nearly 8 million into the country illegally. We had a 600% increase in sex trafficking of women and children. We had a record number of known suspected terrorists and people on the terrorist watch list crossing the border. Under Trump, we had 14 in 4 years. Under Joe Biden, just shy of 400. Think about that for a moment. What Joe Biden did to our border was create the most significant public safety and national security vulnerability in this nation's history. But guess what? We got one badass president now who's going to come in and going to take care of this border. Look at the numbers last few days. I'm telling you, every morning I get up, I can't wait to go to work. Because I know that I have a president who's going to open up every avenue of law enforcement to this great nation. In under 4 weeks, we have illegal crossings on the border down 95%. I remember when the president called me and said, I remember he called me when he brought me, this is the second time I came out of retirement for this man. So he called me, I was the first guy he called, and he says, okay, this is how the phone call went. I picked up one, I see POTUS on my cell phone, so I know it was Trump. President. He says, all right, Tom, you've been bitching about it 4 years, you want to come fix it? And I didn't hesitate. I said, I'll come back and I'll do it for free. I'm so pissed off. You don't have to pay me.
This is gangster, boy. Oh.
And look, in less than a month, illegal crossings down 95%. ICE has arrested over 21,000 people in the nation. Gotaways. Under President Biden, the gotaways, 2.2 million people crossed the border weren't arrested because the Border Patrol was too busy making sandwiches, changing diapers, making baby formula, making hospital runs,
That
dealing
part.
with humanitarian crisis. 2.2 million people crossed the border and weren't apprehended, weren't fingerprinted. We had about 1,800 a day in 2023. You know how many had yesterday? 48. You're talking about 2,000 miles of border and only 48 people escaped, but that's 48 too many. I'm not going to be happy if that number is zero.
That part. Ah. Hey yo, I have never ever seen this man this happy, like smiling. You know he's out there kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? I can cuss on this episode. This is the episode we cussing. Now I have to say this because I say this in every single video. I know that this whole ordeal is very distasteful and it sounds distasteful and it's messed up that a lot of people who had hopes to be in this country, those hopes are shattered now because the Iceman is shattering them. But it's always very, distasteful to talk of. But like I've been trying to tell you, America, we just need some time apart, like maybe like 100 years, so we can just take care of ourselves for a while, quit spending our money outside our country, and quit just bringing other people in to take care of until we just get our own house in order. It's not nothing against y'all, it's just a time. We just need to, maybe y'all can go back to your prospective countries and get your stuff together there, and then we can hook back up in like 100 years. But yeah, like I said, Tom, he must be hyped because I've never seen this man smile ever. He is so excited, yo.
Now we're getting a question. Well, you said you're going to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats, but you arrested non-criminals. Yeah, damn right we did. Because you're in the country illegally, which happens to be a violation of our law. Entering this country illegally is a crime, and we're not going to forgive it. Into sanctuary cities, game on, because Pam Bondi's back into place. And Cash Patel is back running the FBI.
The Avengers. The real Avengers. Crazy.
President Trump brought together one hell of a team, and every time I see one of these people get nominated and take their oath for office, I just get that much more excited. I'm afraid I'm going to have a heart attack one of these days because it just keeps getting better. Sanctuary cities are a sanctuary for criminals. I've read all these stories this week. Tom Holman insulted AOC. Well, look, it's not an insult if it's true.
Facts.
She says Holman has no game. He has nothing on me. Look, you can claim you're educating people according to their constitutional rights. I think she's a long ways away from being a constitutional scholar myself.
Facts.
Bottom line is, we know what the game is. You can claim you're educating people to their rights, but we know what the end game is. Try to tell people how to invade law enforcement. And we're talking about people who enter the country illegally, which is a crime, committed a violent act against a U.S. citizen, were ordered removed by a judge. We got members of Congress saying this is okay to educate them how to invade law enforcement. We're not making this shit up. We're enforcing the laws enacted by Congress. And we're not going to apologize for it. Not under this administration.
That part.
We got great governors out there. Governor Pritzker, you ain't one of them. I met with Governor DeSantis yesterday. No, he's passed one of the strongest state immigration laws in this nation. Do you know it's a crime in the state of Florida? It is a crime to enter the country illegally. He made his own state law. He has passed a law that he will fire any mayor or sheriff that doesn't help ICE enforce immigration law.
That part.
The men and women of the Border Patrol, I love each and every one of you wearing that green uniform. You're the finest 1% this country has.
Yo, he also, cause I'm gonna wrap it up. He gave a special message to Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox. He said, "I'm a double down." He's like, "I'm a double down on law enforcement. I'm coming to Boston. I'm bringing the gang with me." And he said, "You're not a police commissioner. Take that badge off your chest and put it in your desk drawer." He said, "You must have forgot what it's like to be a cop." Tom Holman been a cop for 30 years. He's been doing this for a long time, several different administrations. He's been a border enforcement after he was a police in New York. So, this dude is no joke.
So look, we're attacking the interior enforcement. For those who don't think those numbers are enough, I don't either. If you haven't seen, I'm happy with the numbers, but I'm not going to be satisfied until every criminal alien gang member, every criminal alien, every trend agua is eradicated from this country and send their ass to Gitmo where they belong.
As the Iceman spoke, he thought back, his mind flashed back to the countless sacrifices he had made, and he knew that this war was far from over. Um, he stopped speaking, and there was a standing ovation. And Jack accepted the humility with humility and gratitude, but he knew that this was just the beginning. The fight from the alien invaders would go on, and the Iceman would prevail. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, peace.